what's sticky, what's not sticky, and what everybody knows is that you get enough rosin on your hand, you can make it sticky. And then not only like the thing about it is like whenever you have rosin, like they rub the baseballs up with mud, right? So like people are always saying like, "Oh, well, his hand's dirty," and it's like, dude, like there's mud on the baseball already, so your hand's automatically going to turn a different color because of the mud on the baseball. Because when they rub them up, so it's like you can't go by like hand color, you can't go by like stickiness, you can't go. I I have no clue. I have no clue. Honestly, it's out of my pay grade. I just know that rosin is the choice of everybody, and that's what they use.
Jose, when you guys, because we did scout, obviously I did scouting reports, Kratz did scouting reports. You go over the umpires when they're there, so you knew Domingo was pitching, and you knew the umpires were the same ones where they had the problem in against Minnesota, right? Was there any thought of going to Domingo and saying, "Dude, just be as careful"? Look, I know we need rosin. I get it. Hands get slick. Especially indoors in like the Rogers Center where it's a little drier. Did anybody go to him and say, "You're on their watch list because of what happened. Let's be extra careful this start"?
I mean I didn't personally because I was like I didn't. The thing is I didn't see a problem with any of it. So that's the thing. Like they checked him when he went out. They checked him. They checked him when he came back in. Like I was like, all right, whatever. Like it's fine. Like it's just rosin, right? Like everybody knows. Like yeah, it's rosin. We're good. Like it's good. And I guess they were like, oh, that's. I heard it's the stickiest hand I've ever touched, and it's like okay, like, but dude, it's rosin, and if you get enough rosin on your hand, like it's gonna get sticky. It's gonna get sticky.
And different people sweat differently. There's so much. Like to me, like I think it's got to be judged based on spin rate. If somebody's spin rate doesn't go up, which Mingo's didn't go up, leave it be.
That's
Like you
the
don't even need to touch
that's the
people.
part. That's the part that so like I went to the iPad and I was like, well then like go look at his spin, like check his spin, and it was the same. It's fine. So like I don't know, man. I don't know what baseball's gonna do. I have no answer for that. I don't know if like there is an answer for it, but if there's gonna be a discretion on it, like by the umpire, we all have to know like, okay, this is sticky, this is not sticky. Like, what is it?
Yeah, but now Nestor's throwing today. Now you go out and Nestor in the third inning. Oh, Nestor's too sticky. Now the Yankees are in a sticky situation because for 8 days straight, you guys don't have two pitchers and you're down two roster spots. Now you're pissed. Like right now, you're kind of confused. But if that happens today, because Nestor's not trying to, Nestor's doing everything he can, and if he slips and falls on the wrong rosin bag, because there's no now you're pissed. So take me to tonight after the game when Nestor gets thrown out for sticky stuff.
Well, hopefully he doesn't. That would be very unfortunate for our whole team. But like that would, dude, it's already tough because of Domingo. Like it's already tough because we're down two guys. That's the tough part. And like y'all know as catchers, like you take care of your pitchers, man. You don't want them to throw a ton of pitches. You don't want them to get worn out. You want them to be as fresh as they can be for as long as they can be, And it's a tough situation, man. And we got a good group of dudes that are gonna, our guys don't say no to the baseball. If they're told to like, hey, you're gonna throw, they're like, all right, let's roll. We got a bunch of dogs in the bullpen that are just like, all right, let's roll. Like I'm throwing today, I got it. Let's go.
So here's my last thing on this is, German comes back obviously in a week and change. Like, how do you make sure that he's good from now on? Because, whether it's him and not even doing anything wrong, just sweating and using rosin, like, I don't know what he's supposed to fix if everybody's got a different barometer umpire wise.
Yeah.
And also, is there communication with the league about this? Because we've had 30 players in the last few weeks ever since Scherzer. And Scherzer, 2 days before he got banged, was on with us complaining about it. So I'm
Yeah, I
like,
remember
you guys
that.
are
I
players.
remember
There's
that.
got to be somewhere to go. I mean, the guys that work in the league office, the former players that work in the league office, like they need to get phone calls and be like, yeah, we need to figure this out because like we're losing players and we don't even know why.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody does anything about it until it happens to one of their guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like until it's like, oh damn, like he's too sticky. Like okay, well what? Like then people are gonna start asking questions. But I think it's worth something like being like, yo, we need to figure this out as a whole, like players association. We need to figure this out because there was definitely nothing else on his hand. Like I can tell you that, and for that to happen, it's like, dude, are you serious? Like, come on, man. It sucks. It sucks because he's throwing the ball well. I mean, he was doing a good job. He was doing a good job, and he was doing what he was supposed to do. And he's making pitches, and it's like, okay, now we got to do a whole different thing where it's like, all right, bullpen has to be ready. Everybody has to be ready, and it's like, all right, here we go.